Alrighty, we're in. Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome. Alrighty, we're in. Hello, everyone. I need to not have that out loud. That's my chat out loud. I don't need that. That's annoying. Well, hello, welcome on in. I'm gonna start the stream really quickly because I got my brother in the Discord VC, and we're going to be talking through some League stuff and kind of getting him caught up to pace. So here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome. It's Agent Talon. Hi, happy Saturday. Welcome to the stream. We're discussing a lot of things for Leagues. Now, this is talking Leagues as a noob attempting to look like he knows what he's doing with a maxed account outside of sailing. So we're gonna talk through some stuff. I got my brother in the VC right now. We're gonna go chat. We're also gonna get 95 sailing today. I put it off for far too long, and I'm finally gonna do it today. Start grinding out some more sailing. So I do have a Slayer task I'm gonna finish up with first, but we're gonna do some skilling and chat through some stuff. We got a third person that joined our VC as well. It's Jekko. He's gonna be running with us 2 accounts, his Iron and his main. So let's go pop in with him while we are playing here and see what we got to say. So here we go. Hi friends, hello. Sorry about the pause there, but I'm good and we are streaming. So say hello, and we will we'll talk through some League stuff.
Hell yeah, brother.
So some good stuff. So the only one we're missing right now is the last tier 8, right? As far as relics.
Yeah.
Everything else we got. Okay, so we've got.
Is he talking?
I am talking. Can you hear me?
Responding to somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, it's my stupid computer. I'll be right back.
Oh, computers. Computer problems. So what's up, Jekko? How you been?
Pretty good, man.
The week's good?
I was, yeah.
Nice.
You know.
How long have you known your buddy for? Is it a buddy you met through RuneScape, or?
Yeah, I met him through RuneScape 3, but we got pretty close quickly in regards of being friends. I mean, I've been friends with him since 2016, so.
Great, awesome. So is he a late gamer? Is he's doing his own thing, or?
He might be a bit of both.
Okay.
I was like, well, if we're, you know, we're doing things and he's in the region, we can always grab him.
Yeah, especially if me and you are going Mori, we have 2 raids as options, which, I mean, you'd be silly to not have at least one area going to raids for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So, and even though TOA is the most approachable, I feel like, to most newer ones, as in the raid's just the easiest across the board. People might be going that way just to get the Desert Treasure 2 and Ancients. But outside of raids and the Ancients, like, there really isn't much in Desert. Cowfight Queen is horrible.
Yeah.
Even though I know her Echo is way better than her Standard. I do remember that. Her Echo boss is actually avoidable for damage.
I mean, the thing is, did my planning sheet. You know, basically I'm at a point where for tier 7, like, Flow State was looking interesting. However, I think going back to get Grimoire would be more beneficial for us.
Ooh, maybe. I really need to say what happens with transmutation. I think we need to see it in action, because that is going to determine what we need skilling-wise to clear out the others.
Because right now, so far, in terms of EXP solving, I'm at 66%. While mining, smithing, fishing, cooking, fire making, wood cutting, farming, slayer, magic, and agility are all green in terms of what we're going to be doing. I think that for Nature's Accord, it doesn't take into consideration that we are going to get the rewards from the Tide Farm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's quite a few things that doesn't account for. It doesn't account for, you know, we have Karend on there, and starting out, it didn't say that we had fire making solved. I was like, we have Karend with Wintertop. Fire making is solved.
Yeah.
So some minigame stuff it didn't account for on there.
So that's what I'm saying, like, this is fine, and as far as rune crafting goes, even if transmutation doesn't work out the way we think, it'll still work for farming, for herbs and shit, if anything. It'll work for the bones, the ides, for crafting, if we ever want to, you know, do d'hide bodies or whatever.
Yeah.
But even farming in the EXP solver, it doesn't say... Like, it says molten glass, tan leather, but it doesn't take into consideration that we are getting the crafting shop.
Right.
Oh, gem cutting, rubies.
Yeah. So
it is there.
Right. So all of those.
5 out of 10.
Yeah. So you can buy. So here's the thing with that, in getting transmutation with that, we can literally bulk buy sapphires, transmute them all to diamonds, cut them, sell them back, and money is solved. Like, truly,
Well, here's another thought. Maybe we could transmute them to onyxes.
Do they go up that far? I don't think they go up to onyxes. I think they only go as far as dragonstone.
I don't know. Let me check with transmutation.
I feel like that would have very much broken onyxes if that was the case. Yeah, I think it only goes up to dragonstone. I think it's
list of transmutable resources. It says hides, runes, ashes, uncut gems, compost, seeds.
Well, scroll
logs.
down on clicking on the actual relic itself and scroll down, because it actually.
Guys.
Yes. What's up?
I'm so sorry. I do believe my mother is showing up at my house in real life.
Your mother?
She just called back. Yeah, she asked if I was home and then hung up the phone. So I assume she's gonna be here in a minute.
Okay.
So if I duck out again, then that's what that's for.
No worries. We'll keep chatting, and then whenever you have questions or you're able to come back in, ask your questions. We don't have all the answers. We're all trying to figure it out together.
You know, I have a lot of questions. I need to start really at base 1. You guys are already at like step 5, but it's okay. It's cool. We'll just give me a couple minutes to try to figure this out, okay?
Yeah,
Alright.
no worries, man. So yeah, even when he's coming back, we can always start back from step 1.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For the reasoning of what we're doing.
Yeah, and if Oro pops in, we should talk through, you know, where we're lining up as well. Because I really think the best thing that's going to work for us for combat is, by the time we get to raids, I think we need to kind of divide and conquer based on what demonic pacts we've unlocked for combat, and have someone have a main in one and a secondary in another, and then we just kind of triangle fill it out so that we have something to be able to give for whatever bosses we go through. You know, have someone just prioritize the magic part of Ohm's hands, and someone else just prioritize the melee, that sort of thing. So, because if we all try to do a tribrid, I mean, we'll all be strong and stronger, but I don't know if it's better to have one person like maxed out in one thing or not. So that's why I'm like, I don't understand that combat tree as much. There's just too many paths for my brain to comprehend.
I mean, the thing is, in regards to, let's say, magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we look at magic, let's say hair spells have a 1% chance to max it for every 1 prayer bonus, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we go with a prayer bonus heavy set, which I don't think it'll be doable unless we get like prayer gear from Clue Scrolls,
Right.
or Colosseum's gear, we might not be able to, you know, get the thing. And then for magic, what I see is there is a ancient magic thingy where it says, oh, your blood spells now count as fire spells, so that your ancient magic do count towards, you know, getting the things.
Right.
However,
But it also should be effective, if that's the case, by elemental as well. So if you're attacking with ancient magic at something that's weak to fire, it should hit that as well, if that's the case.
All right, I'm at for 9 minutes, and then apparently she'll be here.
Perfect. 9
Okay.
minutes. All right. So ask
We
your
can start
questions.
from the start. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start with possibly like the easiest thing. Okay.
Okay.
I went through this league planner, right? And I'm looking
Mhm.
at it, and like, I'll be honest, I have zero idea about the regions. I literally just picked like this. I've heard of this region before, I think. So not sure on that.
Okay.
But so far from what I'm looking at, this is why I picked some of these things, and I'm just trying to figure it all out because I've also got the OSRS that.
Right.
Here's the leagues page.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at this, and this is currently what I'm on my planner. I've got Endless Harvest.
Okay.
I've got Hotfoot.
Okay.
I've got Bank Heist, Butler's Bell, Larcenist, Culling Spree. Then I'm picking up, I think I really want to pick up Transmutation in the 7th, and then Minion for the last one. So far.
Okay.
Now, granted, this doesn't take into account, I think there's 2 that are missing from this, a tier 6 and a tier 8.
Only one missing now, tier 8.
There's a new tier 6 they just dropped today, which is called what's it? It's called Eternal something. It basically means food never goes away. Whatever food you're eating, it never goes away. So it's basically a version of the corrupted shark that existed in Gridmaster. But when you eat food, it does not disappear, meaning you only ever have to go into something with one piece of food. And if you're going in with like an anglerfish or something like that, you can overheal indefinitely. You don't get to infinitely spawn it. It still follows the standard food, whatever. So it still takes, 3 ticks for you to eat the next doses of it. But you do have a single inventory of whatever HP restoration that you want. And I think that's a really, really cool thing. And if it was partnered with something else, I might have got it at an earlier tier. But a tier 6 and that's all it is, I'm like, if you're good at the game, you don't need to spam healing just to survive. Especially with some weapons giving you health back and combat stuff making it harder for, them to hit you in general. I really don't think you're going to need that over Culling Spree. So I think you're right with Culling Spree.
Well, I think Endless Harvest, Hotfoot, and Butler's Bell are going to work really well together. And then if I can also double that up with Transmutation, where I can turn stuff into different stuff, I'm worried that some of these are going to click on at the same time, and then it's going to be like, okay, what's going to take precedence? Like, for instance, if I harvest a log, is it automatic? Or let's say I harvest an ore. Is it automatically going to upgrade the ore, or is it automatically going to smelt the ore? Which one takes precedence?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't upgrade. It doesn't upgrade unless you're using the transmutation spell on it. Like, it basically replaces your high alch or your low alch with upgrading or downgrading, respectively. So you have to use it separately on it. If it's a stackable item, then it can do that. If it is a noted item, then it will keep doing it, provided you have the ledger equipped. When the ledger's equipped, you have unlimited nature runes, and for both of those transmutation spells, it only takes 1 nature rune. So as long as you equip it, you can keep upgrading and downgrading anything that's noted in a stack of your kind, as long as you don't move it from that spot in your inventory. So it'll get you to whatever next thing that you want. So there's so hold on, before I jump ahead of myself again. So everything that you're saying is good. Everything that has utility is good. So my question for you is, what specifically are you missing that you'd like to see if we can help you maybe get more of? Or what is your goal for League? Because your goal for League might mean that your relics that you picked are going to be fantastic for you. Jekko and I have a different goal for League, which is why we're going with some different ones.
Well, I don't know what the goals are. I just want to do good.
Yeah. So the main goal of League is you're trying to get points.
Hold on.
Yes.
Real quick before you go into this.
Yes.
I know you like to go.
Yes.
So my one goal for League would be to have fun, to be
Okay.
able to level up a bunch of stuff, but it would also be able to I want to be able to touch on some boss content. Specifically, I want to get a raid that we can do together, because I would love to touch on raids while I'm God, and then work towards, you know, unlocking raids in the main game. That is
Perfect.
one of my big goals, is to play a raid with everybody, to do some bossing content maybe that I haven't done in the main game, and to be able to be God of gathering and skilling, because you know me, I love skilling. I'm not nearly as interested in the combat other than the raid side of it.
Right.
I actually looked up a guy that had a guide on building a water mage that looks absolutely fantastic, so I may make that guy's build my build, because I love magic.
Yeah.
And if that's a route that I can take, he had like 200% accuracy for all spells, plus like 60% life steal for all spells, and I was like, I am God. All
Yeah.
damage I cause heals me by 60%. Yeah, I don't need no food. I don't need no nothing.
And that's
Yeah,
where they're gonna get you. It really just there's a lot of stuff that I feel like are kind of like they're like false pretenses. There's a lot of relics that you go, that looks so cool, and you go, yeah, well, if you get these other two, which have better things, it kind of solves the thing of, like, there's things that solve other stuff without you just needing to go with that one. So here's the big things with leagues. The main goal that most people are doing leagues for is they're doing it for the cosmetics. So leagues has their rewards are cosmetics that are permanently added to your main game. You can also go and just use your points to buy the cosmetics, don't use them, and then sell them at the GE, which is exactly what Jekko's doing with his second account. So his iron, correct me if I'm wrong, your iron is just going to be mostly skilling. It might follow us a little bit on stuff, maybe help with raids depending, but mostly focusing on skilling, getting just points from maximizing skilling stuff. And then when his iron is going to be able to take those points, go buy stuff, trade it to his main. Now his main can sell it on the GE for several million for each one. So that's the main thing that people are going for. If you want to look at the rewards and see which ones that you'd like to go for. If you don't care about any of them, then it doesn't really matter what you're doing for points. You're just doing it to have fun and try new content.
I just want to be God.
Yeah,
I
so...
literally want to be RuneScape God. That's what I'm doing
dude,
this for.
that was Gridmaster. Gridmaster basically gave you all the relics. It lets you fucking every one of them. Gridmaster, I felt untouchable, and I still could barely beat the Awakened Leviathan. So I'm never going desert. so
let me put this in perspective for you, Urs.
Yeah.
If you want to go ahead and try to max out your account for leagues and get the maxscape and get the points for skilling, Endless Harvest is the pick. My iron is gonna be taking this. After that, it all depends on, do you like doing agility, do you like smithing, and do you like cooking? If so, don't take Hotfoot, because that is gonna basically do itself, right?
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Wait, repeat that list for me?
Yeah, so first relic, for skilling purposes, if you only want to
No. Just repeat the Hotfoot list for me. Which ones did you say? Agility and what else?
It's cooking, agility, and smithing.
Oh, I hate all of those. So I was, well, you know what? I don't hate smithing. The Giant's Foundry is fun. Oh, hold on. That's my mother. I'll be back, guys.
Okay. But yeah, I'll continue for you anyways.
Yeah.
So for my iron, what I'm gonna be doing is Endless Harvest, and then I'm still not sure what I want to go for the second one, because Friendly Forager, it just sucks. However, the Woodsman for fletching, but then again, still the same thing. It's basically the second relic. The correct choice is Oddfoot for everybody.
I really think it is. Unless there's someone so, like, against getting Nature's Accord or Transmutation, which I don't know why they would be. Oh, hi, Fluke. Welcome on in. That they needed Friendly Forager to try to quote-unquote solve Herblore for them. But I look at that and I just go, Nature's Accord has way more utility. Transmutation has utility in almost every single thing you do in the game, skilling-wise. So the only one that transmutation doesn't solve anything for outside of combats is your well, two of them technically. It doesn't solve your construction, and it doesn't solve your hunter, and basically everything else it solves.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Construction and hunter is gonna be like you're gonna go get the logs and be done with it. So for teleportation, even for the main, Evil Eye is just too good, because the region I'm gonna go for first after Karamja, I'm gonna go get Mauritania, so I can do Barrows, and then go back to Korend with Barrows gear and just do everything there.
Yeah.
And as for the last one, I was thinking Asgarnia.
That's really, that one's pushing me a lot, because I love
Asgarnia, Asgarnia gives you piety.
Right.
It gives you God of War's dungeon for gear.
Oh no! Asgardia does not give you piety. No, Kandrin gives you piety.
No, I put Asgarnia in the thing. Oh no, it's because I put Grimoire on. Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. No, you're right. Because I think Grimoire is gonna be good for everything.
Yeah, it is good for lots of things. It's good for even passive skilling things, and obviously for changing your combats to whatever. If you're doing a magic build, especially if you're sticking with a magic build, then Grimoire would be solid. It's one of the few relics we even have access to that affect your combat in any way.
Because I don't think that Larcenous is going to be good for us maxing. Like, if we want to get the seeds, that's fine. But Asgarnia gives you the thieving outfit. You can go to Master Farmers and just get that done there.
Right.
With transmutation for the seeds.
Yeah, it's thieving has enough options for us, as even though it will still take a while for thieving. There is a couple of, I mean, we're still going 16 times. Thieving's already pretty high. So yeah, will it take a few hours at AFK stuff in order to get that to a 99? Sure. And did I go thieving last time in leagues and it was awesome? Yes. But I don't know if that one skill, which is already high enough and there's options for 100% success rate on doing that, is worth doing versus the utility of something else. Going Nature's Accord gives us the teleport, which is huge, but also the rewards from that kind of between Nature's Accord and transmutation, that solves Herbler for us truly.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's what I'm saying. Like, the thieving relic doesn't look good for what we're trying to do.
Right.
Even Soul Harvest, like, I'm still debating. The thing is, with transmutation, we can transmute the bones. That doesn't matter. We can get Frost Dragon Bones with that. It doesn't do anything for us. And even for rune crafting, even if the transmutation doesn't work as we think it does in regards to the runes, we still have current library. We can do that up until 77 with the time 16, and just do blood runes / soul runes after.
Yeah, it's still not great, and that's one of those that I'm really hoping it works the way I think, because if they're saying you can downgrade to pure S, I kind of go, well, you can't note runes, so how exactly is that going to work?
Yeah, we're going to have to go to the altar, just transmute down air runes that we buy in bulk, and just sit there.
Floop saying getting Thieving Relic first and then reloaded to Nature's Accord. Not a bad choice. What are you going tier 6 though? What are you going for your tier 6? Are you doing Culling Spree or are you going Grimoire? Sorry, that was to my guy in my chat.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, a lot of them have use, and the thing is, you look at these relics and you go, they're all great, yeah, but you gotta choose, and that's the fun of it, is kind of being like, whatever choices I make, that's what I'm stuck with. For me, I again. Oh, you're going endless food? Really? Over culling spree? Okay, all right. All right. I mean, is it useful? Yes, especially I guess endless food could be beneficial if you're not someone that does enough of the bossing and tasks to be able to benefit from the healing aspects of the demonic pacts. But there's enough healing opportunities and stuff like that. I mean, we're going Karen, so I'm really looking forward to seeing exactly the usefulness of that Hespori Echo Boss drop, because that heals your health and your prayer.
Yeah, the bow is just amazing.
The bow's gonna be fantastic. So when my brother gets back, I definitely want to tell him, I was like, the plan for all of us, regardless of what other areas you go with, if it lines up, great. If not, that's okay, is that we all go Karen first. And that guarantees that we all have that raid to be able to do together. So it was what you and I and Oro already talked about a while ago.
But one of the
I'm sorry. I'm back, guys.
Hi.
I apologize.
We were just talking about you. Mad smack.
My mama came by, and apparently she was gonna send this gift card to our realtor as a thank you gift, but she ended up sending her some money on Venmo instead. So she came by and dropped off a Texas Roadhouse gift card for us. So we're gonna go out to dinner in Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, great. You going out tonight?
Maybe, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Yes, I guess.
Do they have
Yes,
grilled
it is,
cheese
yeah.
and tomato soup?
No, but I literally, dude, it was so funny because I was literally craving that earlier, and I was asking her to make that for dinner. So.
Oh, I know. I heard you say it. And that's why I brought it back. So let's let's again talk through. I guess the main thing for you is outside of
Hold
the
on.
goals. Yes.
I was really interested in what Oro was saying, I'm sorry, you said Oro, what Jekko was saying, so we're going to go back to that, and then we'll go from my next question. So
Yeah,
hold on
for the
just
skilling
2
stuff.
seconds.
Go back for it.
yeah,
He
okay,
was
so,
saying if I hate agility, smithing, and cooking, which I'm not going to lie, all 3 of those are really boring. The only one that I don't hate is smithing, because smithing... Giant's Foundry is actually a lot of fun, but if I can get my resources from Endless Harvest and use them with Hotfoot, I feel like that's a great pairing.
Great pairing.
yeah, because
What
with
do you
Hotfoot,
think?
what happens is, let's say with Endless Harvest as well, if you go ahead and fish AFK for 30 minutes or whatever, you're still gonna get your cooking done at the same time. Same thing when you're gonna go mining, and everything is gonna be banked. So let's say like, okay, well I'm gonna go for 99 mining, and then oh shit, well I'm 99 smithing now because mining.
Yeah.
And you don't have to leave the rock at all. Like you don't need a bank, you just need to sit there and look pretty. That's pretty much it.
That's what I was thinking. Is it solves 4 skills with one pairing. It solves 4 skills. I can do mining and smithing. I can do fishing and cooking. That's huge for me.
Yeah.
So,
However, on the other side as well is you're still gonna need to get like a rune pickaxe or whatever, and you're gonna be penalized later on. As me and Talon, we're gonna go ahead and get the barbarian one, where we get crystal tools right from the bat. So we're gonna be able to power through every level so much quickly in regards to you AFKing. So it really depends on, do you want to AFK or do you want to pay attention? Because for me, on my iron, I'm gonna take the Endless Harvest because I don't want to look at it.
Yeah.
But on the main, I'm gonna go ahead and do the barbarian one because I want the faster EXP.
Correct.
So it's both are
Why
valid.
is it
Both
faster
are good
EXP?
choices.
Okay, so I want you to think
Because-
about. Can I answer? Do you mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to jump in and let you know this. So the difference between Endless Harvest. Endless Harvest does 2 things. Not only does it give you the double, but it also has the ability for you to toggle whether it's set straight to your bank or not. Okay, which a lot of people will go, that's fantastic. And I said, yes, potentially. And the only reason I say potentially is that, like, if you're mining and you get hot foot and the bars get sent to your whatever at the same time, so those bars would get sent to your bank. If you're still looking to use those bars, you're still gonna have to go to the bank anyways. What the difference is that Endless Harvest, even though on a successful, like when you actually get an ore, or when you get a log, or when you get a fish, it will give you double. Correct. But you are still operating at getting those at what your standard levels chances of rolling that and getting that are. Does that make sense? So you're getting double experience, but if you're chopping a tree at level 1, you're still rolling with level 1 success, which is still a little bit slow. Are you leveling up stuff twice as fast? Yes. Is it being able to be banked for efficiency's sake? Potentially. However, with Barbarian Gathering, you are not only giving the success for all 3 of those as if you had a crystal axe, crystal harpoon, and a crystal pickaxe, but also paired with that, if it's not successful, you get an additional 50% chance of it being successful every time you do it. So it is way faster. The kicker is that it's not banked, so you'll still get it into your inventory, but they give you a pouch. I can't remember what it's called, but that will allow you to have up to 40 additional either ores, fish, or logs before you need to bank. So for me, that's worth it because it will be notably... Oh, it's 140?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. So that's 5 additional inventories of whatever else that it is that you're getting. So for me, that's worth it because also on top of that, all of those are being treated like you were just barbarian fishing, but for those respective skills. So you're getting strength and agility passively while doing those anyways. So the success chance is way higher, even though it's only single return. But because of that success chance, you will be getting more. The kicker is that where the paying attention comes in is that you will still have to bank between you filling up the pouch and coming back to it. So if for convenience sake, you'd rather not have to do that, that's fine. But yes, you're right. Hotfoot is the option across the board. I think almost everyone's going with. Me and Jekko were just saying that while you stepped out. To me, it's silly if you're not going for that, unless you're someone that's truly looking to be like, I want to go to raids and just help by having the best herb lore, and I could just sit in the raid and help you guys by doing herb lore while you guys do the combat. And you go, okay, great, you could be our herb lore person. Friendly Forager gets you a basically guaranteed 99 herb lore along the way. And you could argue the Nature's one at tier 5 can also do that, but it takes a little bit longer. So yeah, that's why we're going that for tier 1. I really don't think Abundance looked good because it gave you early money. Hotfoot gives you money for agility courses, plus with that crafting store, our money is solved. You really don't have to worry about it. As soon as you get transmutation as well, money is solved. So Abundance money doesn't really help. The best thing about Abundance is that it gives you the extra 10% or extra 2% experience for every action, which you go, okay, that adds up. Yeah, not better than the success chance of Barbarian and other options.
Actually, I disagree. I think the best perk of that one is the fact that you start with a plus 10 visible boost in all skills, unlocking content 10 levels earlier than you should. But the reason I originally cut that one out is because it was going to be nice for like the first 2 days. Correct. It's going to be real great for the first 2 days, and then you're going to go, why did I get this goddamn perk?
And like I said, that's kind of one of those that it seems cool, and then you go, wait, this is just an early game portion of the relic. Whereas Barbarian Gathering is good for the entire game. Endless Harvest will also be good for the entire game. Abundance is only good at the beginning. Because as soon as you start getting to the level of where most of your upgrades are from drops, not buying it, money's not gonna matter anyways. Unless you're doing like buyable skills, like you're buying bagged plants for construction and farming, or if you didn't go Hotfoot and you needed to go buy caramboins, you can buy unlimited caramboins and cook those for your cooking experience in Taibuwa or 9. So like some of those things I go, okay, I get, but like eventually money's not an option, or money's not a worry, I should say, especially with transmutation, where you can put it to the highest whatever and go sell those at a general store or the respective store and make way more money. So there's plenty of money options, even though we don't have Golden God, which was the best relic this game's ever seen.
Okay, so I'm assuming for we got tier 1 and tier 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming for tier 3, you guys are choosing Evil Eye. How would we? What my guess is?
You are half right. Jekko's going Evil Eye. I'm going Map of Alacrity.
My Map of Alacrity. That was the one that I crossed off the list.
I'm glad you asked. Do you know how many agility shortcuts are in this game?
Not a clue.
Do you know how many bosses have agility shortcuts right next to them in order to speed up being able to get them?
Not a clue.
Almost every single boss in the game. Do you know how many agility shortcuts are right next to a bank? Or right next to a resource? Or right next to... Yeah.
I'm not going to know any of these answers. You can just go ahead and assume that the answer is no for all of these things.
So, for me, Alacrity physically gives the most teleports. I understand that Evil Eye gives you a direct teleport to bossing. Like, you'll be at their door, which is awesome. But almost every boss has an agility shortcut next to it. Now, the kicker that most people go is, well, you have to have the agility level in order to get there. I said, between Barbarian Gathering, giving you 10% of the XP as agility, and Hot Foot, which is going to be a boost for agility in general, I was like, I will be, just because when you're wearing the Hot Foot stuff, you're training agility while running. I was like, I will get the agility levels super fast as needed anyways. So I'm not worried about whether I can use the shortcut. The bigger thing for me is what's around the shortcut that merits going there in the first place. I was like, there's at least 6 shortcuts right off the top of my head that are next to a bank. There's at least 4 off the top of my head that are next to a general store, respectively. The only one it doesn't put immediately close to is our raid in Kourend. But what does put you right there is the little minecart thing that Kourend already gives us access to. And there's an agility shortcut to get next to one of the minecarts. So for me, just the sheer amount of teleporting alone has sold it for me. And I go, I'm gonna be leveling up agility from my tier 1 and my tier 2. So I don't have to worry about, can I use the shortcut? It's a matter of, I will be able to eventually use all the shortcuts. It's how many do I have access to? So that was just for me.
The one thing I liked about the bank tier was specifically the perk that said you do not have to have unlocked access to that area to gain access to that bank. And I was like, dude, I'm a guy who likes to have access to his bank. But I think now that I'm thinking about it, if I get Endless Harvest, there's no reason to transport myself to banks because that would be the whole reason I'm getting Endless Harvest.
Right.
So...
But also, keep in mind, if you're just looking to get to a bank, all 3 of them have immediate teleports to get to a bank. And I tell you no further than the Huey Coatl. Evil Eye will send you right to the start of that. There's a bank buffalo. There are 2 agility shortcuts right next to it. There's a bank buffalo. The bank heist will tell you right to that bank, which is the bank buffalo. If your goal is just to get to a bank and have access to that, all 3 of them solve that issue. It's the same teleport. So, right. For me, I just wanted to, especially like down the line, we're looking at skills that our relic choices might not immediately solve, and I'm trying to figure out what is going to be something that's going to give me the quickest access and being able to speed that up. And I go, okay, so the ones that are the hardest for me to solve as of right now, especially if we don't go Soul Harvest, which solves Prayer and Runecraft immediately, I go, okay, so I need to find a way to solve Prayer, find a way to solve Runecraft. There's an agility shortcut near Blood Runes of Mauritania, which I'm going. There's an agility shortcut near Blood Runes and Soul Runes in Kourend, which I'm going. And I go, as far as accessibility to the prayer, prayer is basically the best thing for us to do for prayer, honestly, is go to Camtorum and use Camtorum on the Teomat altar. That's probably your best prayer, since I'm not going anything else with prayer. But transmutation will allow you to change whatever bones or anything that you're getting as well before you break them down into shards. You'll be able to change them to the highest possible bone, which is fantastic.
No, see, I'm using transmutation to kill human beings, to go kill level 2 men, and then transmutate those bones all the way up to dragon bones. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's the best way. That's the best way.
Okay,
Is
well,
get
hold on.
get yes.
I do want to eventually move on to the next skill, and I
Sure.
want to let Jekko speak in a minute. So,
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna ask Jekko, what are you getting for tier 4 then? Because I'm interested.
Well, tier 4 for both accounts is gonna be transmutation. Like, even if I want to go AFK, I can't put Butler's Bell into consideration, just for the sole fact that even if my ult is gonna be AFK skilling, you still need to get prayer, you still need to get seeds, you know, and transmutating the seeds and herbs is gonna be the best way to get everything, basically. So for tier 4, that's my goal, and then for tier 5, depending on where I'm gonna go with my ult, it'll vary.
Okay.
There are two things that Butler's Bell does really well. Which is, first of all, the main one that I was looking at is that it turns logs into planks without costing you. It also, and the biggest thing about Butler's Bell, is that it works for you when you're not playing the game. It is the ultimate in AFK, because he will do whatever you ask him to do once you log off.
See, that's why I'm thinking about honestly getting Butler's Spell here and coming back for transmutation, or vice versa, depending on how long it's going to take me to get the other one in tier 7. Simply because I work I work 10-hour days during the week, and there are multiple times where I come home and I'm so beat from work that I don't get on for a day.
Yeah.
And for me, Butler's Bell is going to help keep me active, at least experience while I'm gone. It's like, okay, figure out what the lowest skill that I have out of the 5 that he has access to.
Right. And
then going there, because I'm assuming farming herbs is farming experience, right?
Correct. Yeah, getting herbs is that experience, but yeah, he can get you. I need to pull it up again. He can get you 5 skills worth of experience, but then you can also choose to do something with those resources. So technically, there's 10 things he can do, right?
Yeah, he could. I'm looking at it right now. The demon butler is time to work. The demon's work will continue even if you're offline. The butler can gather the following resources: mining ores 8 per minute, catching fish 14 per minute, chopping logs 10 per minute, picking flax 50 per minute, farming herbs 10 per minute.
Right.
He can also process these gathered items, but for half the rate. So ores into bars, raw fish into cooked fish, logs into planks, flax into blowstrings, herbs into unfinished potions. Now, the only thing that sucks about this specific one is 2 of these 10 things are already done by another perk.
Right.
Hotfoot's going to double up with the ores into bars and raw fish into cooked fish, so I will never be asking the butler to do that. It would just literally be to be collecting AFK resources for me. And I'm probably just going to be having him farm herbs for me. I'm not going to lie. Just go do my farming experience for me, you slave. Because I hate that skill so much. And if he can get me actual herbs, which is the only thing you can't protect in this freaking game. I did hear that a lot of our stuff is not going to die in these. But, like, still, like, I don't want to deal with farming.
I want to draw your attention to this, though. You need to read the effects on this. It says that he can do the 5 things of gathering resources. He said, additionally, the butler can process these items for you at half the rates listed above. But what it says at the bottom, it says, when the demon butler processes resources for you, he will share a 10 XP before the multipliers with you in the relevant production skill per resource. So he will give you the experience for the processing. The processing of herbs into unfinished potions is herbal experience, not farming. He gives you no experience for gathering the resources in the first place, only for the processing, which is smithing, cooking, fletching, crafting, herb lore.
That's lame.
Yeah.
Actually makes this not worth getting.
Yeah. So
that actually ruins the entire.
Yeah.
It ruins the entire reason I was getting that. So yeah, I'm just gonna go transmutation. I'm gonna find something else for tier 6 or tier 7.
No, but you can. Yeah, no, but the thing is, yeah, you can't solve farming for that, but you can get, herbs and resources.
Yeah, you can still gather resources, but I kind of look at that and I just go, how much is it outside of that you need for those resources in the first place? So you said if you're going larcenist for tier 6, stepping up to tier 6 really quickly. If you're going larcenist,
that might be where I pick up.
That will solve you getting seeds. It will solve you getting clue scrolls if you ever wanted to go back and do those. I'm letting you know there are so many points and so many tasks around clue scrolls, completing them, but also getting uniques in your collection log. I am debating doing my reloaded as conniving clues. That's how many points are around them. And also, if we're going as Garnia, which you may or may not, but as some of us are going as Garnia, we need God War's protection, or else we can't go in there and survive. And the only way that you can get God War's protection stuff is by doing clues. Well, for some of them. Okay. Some of them you can get from certain drops. But again, those certain drops are very, like you can get Zamorak robe bottoms and robe tops from the Zamorak monks at that one, depending on what area you have access to. So you can get some of those the easier way. But like for me, I'm like, God, that might be the one where I abandon that I don't use in my goal for max cape. Because again, me and Jekko are going for max cape. So what we choose makes sense for us in our end goal on top of getting the points for cosmetics for leagues. It might not be what you go for, and that's okay. We don't all have to do the same thing. If we're all doing the same thing and running it side by side, we might as well be watching one person do it. You know what I mean? Like I want you to still experience it the way you want, which is why I'm not telling you what you're doing is bad or any relics are bad. I'm just trying to give you another fresh perspective.
I'm just trying to talk through this with you guys so that I get an idea of why you guys are picking ones. And there's certain things that I'm going to keep and certain things that I'm not. But so for tier 5, what are you guys taking?
For me it's easy. So I'm going Nature's Accord.
Correct. I'm going Nature's Accord as well.
Is that just for the farming stuff?
It's for a couple of things. First of all, it gives you the Fairy Mushroom, which is an infinite teleport to all Tool Leprechauns, Fairy Rings, and Spirit Trees. And then it also gives you, it gives you guaranteed farming return. With Transmutation, you can basically plant whatever you want. It is guaranteed not to die. There's a 25% chance of you not wasting the seed, or 20% chance of not wasting the seed on it. You also get 10 times the reward back to you when you're reaping it, and it's noted. So that not only solves Herblore, it solves any other major teleporting things that you don't have access to. But also, it solves your farming, obviously, immediately. And can get you, whatever potions you want. Which still has a play.
But that doesn't make any sense. I'm looking at the planning sheet, and I just switched over to Nature's Accord, picking it up in the 7th. Reloaded and still having Larcenist. It doesn't matter when I decide to get those, just having both of those here.
Okay.
And it doesn't say I have Farming Salt. How the hell is that possible?
You have Nature's Accord, and it doesn't say that Farming Salt?
It says Farming is orange.
Really?
XP 7 out of 10.
Do you have Transmutation?
Yeah, I got it. So currently, I have it set up now because I switched some things around. I have Barbarian Gathering, Hotfoot, Bank Heist currently because the teleport one doesn't really matter. Transmutation, Larcenist, Culling Spree, and Nature's Accord. Is it because of my regions?
Yeah, do you have correct?
Might be.
I don't know. So
let's actually talk through the regions. You said you don't necessarily know what the regions are, so...
Yeah, I have no idea what you guys are planning or what you guys are doing or what I need for the bosses or the raids or what each of the regions means or should unlock or any of these.
All right, so
if you're looking at the planner, choosing the region will tell you. So basically, if you only have, let's say, Karamja there, and and you remove all of the others by putting them back on unlock. And even if you put all of your things there, farming is, well, I can show you my screen. Give me a sec. I'll.
If I do that, then my rune crafting becomes red.
Yeah, because rune crafting.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's gonna suck.
So, if you want to take a look at my screen real quick.
Hold on.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Man. Take your time.
Watch stream. Let's see.
All right, I'm gonna go get my 95 sailing while we're doing that. By the way, we're getting 95 sailing today. Not that far off. So.
Okay. So with that, all right. Even with all of the relics unlocked, aside from the last two because they don't matter right now. Like this one maybe, but just for the sake of things, I'll even remove killing spree for the skilling part. I'm at 51%, right? Oh, and yeah, barbarian gathering.
Okay, you have crafting details. I have magic details. I'm not really sure how to switch that.
The where now? Sorry.
On the top of your screen, hold on, 2 seconds. I'm hitting the wrong goddamn buttons. Okay, so on the top of your screen is crafting details, and instead of crafting on mine, it says magic details. I don't know what that means.
I really don't know, but it's fine.
Mine's got like spellbooks and runes. So
yeah,
I'm not really sure. Okay,
it's
anyway,
fine.
Yes, looking at yours. Got it.
In regards to this, okay, with Karamja unlocked, and even if you stay there, this is what you're getting. And for you, you want Endless Harvest, you want Bank Heist, you said you're gonna get Conniving Clues, Butler's Bell.
No. So I have Barbarian Gathering, because you guys convinced me on Barbarian Gathering, so I think I'm gonna switch to that. I think I'm gonna stick with Hotfoot, because I really, really like that one, so I'm glad I made the right call on that one.
Yeah.
The teleport one doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Transmutation, I think I'm gonna take in the 4th. Larcenous, I think I'm going to take in the 5th, Calling Spree in the 6th, and then Nature's Accord in the 7th. And that's the reason the 7th does actually come into play for this one, is because Nature's Accord is how I'm planning on solving farming.
Okay,
I didn't have
so
the answer to that.
With this, it gives me this at orange. Okay, so if we go and get Corin.
I see what you're doing. Hold on. Okay, I see what you're doing. You're clicking on the actual... Okay.
With Corin,
understood.
Nature's Accord and Tide Farm, this is the best.
Yeah, Tithe Farm is also affected by Nature's Accord. It basically means all of them can't die, and you still get the 10 times to reap on it. By the time we're doing some of those minigames in Korend, like Wintertot and Tithe Farm and such, we're already at 12 times experience minimum, if not 16. So a lot of those minigames for rewards and stuff like that, you're going to be able to max out for the combat achievements, for the rewards, for everything like that, very, very, very fast, which is also great to keep in mind.
Because Garnian did nothing for me. Without knowing the pictures. Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay, so let's say, let's leave the last one for whatever, because it doesn't matter. This is where we might diverge our path.
Right.
In regards to getting everything else. So for you right now here, you have all of those solved, technically. If you take this path. And Herblore, you could consider it solved as well. Because you're at 7 out of 10, which is fine.
Yeah, anything above about 5 basically means you're gonna be fine. It might take still a little bit of time, but you're gonna be fine. The ones you want to avoid is like 3 or lower, which is basically like you might as well be grinding it out like it's the normal game. Outside of your just standard experience boosts.
Like this one is... I would consider this one a 10, to be honest, because broader fletching is just gonna fucking fly off the hook.
Yeah,
So
that's some things that doesn't
doesn't
account
matter.
for. With Culling Spree, you get all Slayer rewards, and one of the Slayer rewards is the ability to make broad bolts. You can buy those and make them, and bolts, like darts, are as fast as you can physically click them together. The second you get tier 6 Culling Spree, if you have the money to afford it between feathers and the broad bolts from there, you've got your 99 fletching in less than an hour. So some things like that, it just doesn't 100% account for, which I think is kind of silly. Like the rewards, that sort of reward has been around for a very long time. To be like, oh, well, I don't really know what it does. I'm like, there's no reason why you shouldn't know that it solves fletching immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it works. Pure Essence do work with transmutation. You can transmute them into...
So when you have your air runes and you transmute them back down to pure essence, it just gives you 10 unnoted in your inventory, or noted?
I don't know.
That's the big
It doesn't
kicker.
say here.
That's,
I mean,
to me,
even-
that's the big kicker.
No, not even, because the thing is, we don't have Banker's Note. It doesn't matter. Like, you just go to the altar, you transmute them down, and if they're unnoted, you just go nuts.
No, that's... Oh, no, that's what I mean by that, is that...
Oh, okay.
No, I want to bring, like, a huge stack of air runes, go to my highest altar, consistently use transmute down on it, get essence, and then just stay at that altar and keep making runes over and over and over again.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, that's okay. If the transmute turns them noted, I have to go back to the bank every single time. Whereas because air runes themselves are not noted, so that's why I'm not sure if transmutation doesn't turn a stackable item, does it turn it into like runes, does it turn it into unnoted S or noted S? It's just, I'm still gonna use that for that. I think that's still the better play. As much as Soul Harvest looks really cool to use and super effective for prayer, I'm like, I think we're gonna be able to get enough prayer from transmutation, just crushing the bones and taking them to the Teomat. I think we're gonna be totally fine on that. Yeah, so Floop, all runes are already unnoted. You can't note them because they're stackable. Anything that's stackable can't be noted as standard for the game. So we don't quite know, and that's why we're gonna have to find out between... We're still gonna get transmutation either way, but we need to find out from testing that whether or not that's going to affect what I do for eventually getting max cape when I use my reloaded tier 7. That might change what I'm doing. So, yeah.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
This was the only thing I missed the answer to.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the raid that we're planning on doing together? Which area do I need to make
That
sure
is-
I have unlocked for that?
That is in Korend. We're going to Korend for the Chambers of Zarin.
Korend and then Mauritania.
Mauritania
Theater of Blood.
is Theater of Blood, which is a much more difficult raid. I'm going Mauritania for, again, other reasons, including skilling reasons. You're familiar with Mauritania, you know that, but well, also, as far as the region goes, that also includes, like, all the outlier islands that it's connected to as well. So Mauritania also includes, like, Mostly Harmless, which has trouble brewing. It includes, oh god, what else does it include? You would think I'd know this by now, but yeah, definitely, if you want to take a few minutes after this and look at absolutely everything that every area includes, just go to the main page and then scroll down to regions and click on it, and it'll tell you all the notable settlements. So Mauritania has Canifis, Darkmire, Mire Ditch, Morton, Mostly Harmless, Port Phasmatis, and Bergerath, which are all ones you get from the Mauritania, the vampire quest area. So you've seen all of those. The main activities it gives you are Barrows, Grotesque Guardians as that boss, which is the Echo boss for that area. It gives you the Mauritania Spider Cave, which is Araxor, that newer Slayer boss. Shades of Morton, the Slayer Tower, Theater of Blood. You can thieve Firewatch Sentinels. And it'll just kind of give you a breakdown of lots of stuff. Asgardia is basically God Wars Dungeons, Falador, Taverley. All the way down to Mudskipper Point. That's Asgardia. Kandarin.
I thought that was all supposed to be on fire.
No, that's Misthalin. Misthalin is just Draenor Village, Varrock, Lumbridge, and oh my god, Edgeville. That's all Misthalin. As soon as you pass over from Draenor to Falador, it goes from Misthalin to Asgarnia.
So it's basically free to play that's set on fire.
Outside of Falador, yes, free to play is set on fire. Oh, well, and not the Wilderness. The Wilderness is its own area.
Alright.
So, Korend is just everywhere. Korend is the entire massive thing north of us. It's everything. It's all 5 of those areas. Korend is so big and has so many options. To me, it seems silly not to go for it. Fremennik includes all of the Isles. It includes Relica. It includes the Penguin Iceberg. And it includes Weiss, which is the, like, troll area that's north of it. But ironically, even though it includes that troll area, it does not include God Wars Dungeon. God Wars Dungeon is Asgarnia. That's honestly one of the big reasons why I'm going there. God Wars Dungeon is going to be some great grouping content for us. Asgarnia also has Cerberus as the main boss, and therefore the Echo boss, which does require a high Slayer to get to, so Culling Spree is necessary to get that Echo boss. Whereas some of the other ones, some of the other Echo bosses, if you're looking to do them for tasks eventually, and they're really awesome weapons drops, then you need to also keep in mind some of them have restrictions. Kandarin is all Feldip, Yaneel, Tree Gnome Village, Ardoyan, Catherby, Sears Village, all the way through. It also has Barbarian Assault. And I think that's it.
Ardoyan is not a... What did you say the region was that included Ardoyan?
Kandarin. Tiranwin, the one that says Tiranwin, or Tiranoon, or whatever that is. That's going to give you access almost exclusively, basically, it's just Song of the Elves. You get Perthinas and the area below it. You get access to Zulra. And outside of that, that's it. Not a ton, but some people, yeah, what a, hey, Kanzler's in here. What a banger, right? I've got Sea Shanty 2 playing right now while I'm loading my, while I'm loading my ship to go do, the Gwyneth Glide. Oh, that's right, I can't fucking, where is it at? Oh, it's at Port Tyrus, that's my bad. Dude, it goes hard, man. Yes, get your RuneScape. Get your default guy dancing going. So yeah, Transmutation is pretty much sold for me on tier 4. That's an easy one. Tier 5, I'm going Nature's Accord first. The thing is, I look at it realistically and I go, Larcenist, while good, and it solves thieving immediately, it's 100% guaranteed thieving, what else does it do outside of just the skilling of thieving? Nature's Accord gives you a teleport and also solves Herblore. Thieving solves your money and gives you some resources and noted resources, but it basically only solves thieving, and that's why my brain went, where the hell am I going? I'm just running in circles. That's why I'm like, I'm not sure about getting Larcenist. So I think, yeah, I think my Reloaded might honestly go for Conniving Clues. I know that sounds ridiculous, but
You do sound ridiculous.
I do, but I'm gonna go, at that point, I'm gonna go for I might want to go for points. It really just depends. If I feel like I've solved everything, then great. If I feel like I haven't, then I'll do another skilling thing instead. But if I'm looking at the hourly return from being that high of a level, which is a level, you know, at that point, you're times 16. If everything I think is solved, then great. And I'll do something else accordingly. Thanks, Flute.
But you know, it'll depend on how fast we can get there, first of all. And if we really need the clue relic as earlier as we expect, maybe it'll be worth it to pick the clue first.
Oh, and then transmutation with reloaded?
One. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, it gets you, it's in solving those, because keep in mind, the clue relic, so it does a couple of things. First of all, it has a chance of every time you open a clue casket, it gives you another same level clue. It also gives you things that can essentially warp you to the next step you need. Immediately. It'll roll you. Every time you complete it, which they've done this in the past with the leagues, with this sort of relic, it gives you the lowest number of steps to complete every time, and it gives you the highest number of possible rolls for uniques every time you open a chest. Also, all emotes and Follow the Bard ones no longer require any items, so you don't have to figure out any stash. There's no stash items needed. It's automatically solved. You just go do the emote, which you'll already have, but you don't need to be wearing anything. So basically, with that one, you can do clues, but there are tasks for 750 collection logs is a master task, I believe. There's clues for just completing, or tasks for just completing a certain number in each tier, and I kind of go, God, those are worth doing just for the points, because those points help you to unlock your next tier. It's all the same points. Your combat points, your achievement diary points, your collection log points, and these basic tasks are all points to get you stuff to the next tier. And so if I'm looking to do stuff fast, Conniving Clues is going to get some shit done fast. So maybe that's worth grinding out points early and then just getting transmutation because we just grinded out enough points to get to tier 7. That's an option. That's a potential option.
Was there a way to make this solved turn into 100% or no? Not really.
As in, no. There's gonna be no configuration that solves everything 100%. It's not possible. And that's the point of leagues, is that you have to choose which ones you want to focus on and which ones you basically want done for you, including their other benefits. So that's the tricky part. Now, I do want to go on, if that's okay. Are you down to talk a little bit more about the combat stuff, or does that interest you at all?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're even going to talk about, but yes.
So in the past, it used to be, last league, they had something called Combat Masteries, which was completely separate. It basically was like, if you do certain tasks, then you can unlock, like the relics, 1 of 3, but there were 6 total in magic, range, and melee. You were able to get 10. So basically, it's like, I can max out range, do a little bit of magic, keep 1 melee. Or vice versa. I could do 3 or 4 of each and have all of them be slightly better, but none of them, like, fully crazy. Now they have it as a skill tree. So there's something that's going to help all of them at the very beginning, and then it's going to, you basically can branch off in order to be able to help whatever main combat style you're looking to help with the most. If you want to go mage, there's lots of options, but there are 140 things, I think, or 145 total for all of them combined. You only get 40. And that is saying that you do the difficult tasks to be able to unlock them in the first place. And some of them are very, very difficult. So it's a matter of, one thing that might affect what region you go for is like, well, I want to be able to use some of them, but some of this content, I don't know. I don't even know, kind of. So maybe it's like, I want to do regions based on how many of these I think I can actually do with my knowledge of these bosses. Like, some of them are as simple as, kill a troll in this area, and you get one of the unlocks. And the other one's like, kill the awakened whisperer, and you're like, probably not. I don't know where I'm going. I can't remember which one of these I'm gonna get attacked. Oh no, don't attack me, please. Stop. So, oh god. So it's a matter of going, do I want to try this content, or do I want to do stuff that pushes me maybe to try more content, or am I wanting to go where, if I'm looking to do combat stuff, where I'm a little bit more understanding of things, and therefore I can you know, I can accomplish these tasks easier than if I go in more difficult areas where I don't know that content at all for bossing. So we get, each new region you unlock gives you 7. Okay? Each new region you unlock gives you 7. The starting global region stuff gives you 9. Varlamore gives you 4. Karamja gives you 6. So collectively, everyone has access to 19. And then an additional 7 per each region you unlock, for a total of 40. What they also stated is that with your combat tree, you have the ability, like most games with combat trees, to reset your combat tree 3 times. Once you're done with that, whatever you're left with, that's what you're stuck at for the rest of the league. So, what my thing that my brain jumps to, and this is where I would love to, you know, discuss, especially with Jekko, if you're more familiar with some of the other bossing stuff and what that might mean, is that, because I don't know this myself, is that I think what the best option might be is do a full magic build. Go do everything boss-wise that is weak to magic. Grind that out for everything you want to do. Combat achievements, the uniques for the collection logs, whatever it is that you want to do. Just the KC for tasks. And then you go, okay. Oh, sorry. I want to go start previous rank. And then you reset it. Then you go and do your melee build. Do your best melee build. Go do all the melee bosses and stuff like that. Everything you want from it. Reset it. Then go do your range. Reset it. Then on the last one, I think what might be best if we go and we're planning to do raids, and again, I don't know enough, so maybe this isn't as good, but we pick one thing as our main, and then pick a secondary, and then we all go kind of in the triangle. So, bro, if you want to go mainly magic, but have a secondary in melee, you could do most of yours in magic, have a secondary in melee. That means someone would need to have a main in melee, a secondary in range. Someone else has a main in range, a secondary in magic. So we have everything collectively and be like, hey, this boss, you're gonna shine because you're super OP, and this boss in the raid is weak to magic. And you're gonna be absolutely kicking ass in here. So on those different rooms, we can kind of divide and conquer, because if we're all looking to tribrid, none of us will be fully as powerful as one type will allow us to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing, is I don't know. I probably won't get all 40 points, all 40 like combat things, because some of them are ridiculously difficult. Like, one of them alone is do Nex solo. I've never done Nex once. One of them is complete the Colosseum, but also equip a blessed Krizana's or Divana's quiver, and I'm like, probably not gonna happen. So
I don't know what that means.
the quiver is the reward from completing the Colosseum. It's basically an upgraded ammo pouch for range. It's the highest range thing that you can wear in your ammo pouch. But not only is you get the quiver from just completing it, equipping a blessed one means you have to upgrade it, which requires either tons of completions and or getting a shit ton of sunflower splinters and upgrading it. So it's just a major grind. But that is for one additional Demonic Pact like combat thing out of the 40 that you can get. So some of them, I'll be lucky for me if I get to like 25. And I don't mean that to like shit on me and what I know my abilities to be, but some of them are ridiculously hard. And you'll be, higher for sure in this league than you were before. But I still don't even know if with all of that, I'll be able to do it. So we'll see. So the combat.
I'm looking at the demonic packs now.
Yeah, the combat stuff looks cool. Like it looks really cool. Like the new things, the new tier things that you can get access to look really sick. Like Mage alone, the fact that like all of the, smoke and this sort of, the smoke and the blood and that sort of stuff can also double as the standard and therefore be affected by like elemental weaknesses and everything like that. That looks so cool. Especially since if we're going Mauritania, the Grotesque Guardians magic drop looks unreal. It looks so good. The Echo Boss drop from them looks fantastic. So I'm definitely going to grind out for that almost immediately upon unlocking Mauritania, as I'm going to go for the Guardians.
Okay. Well, there is a lot of crazy shit in this, man.
Yep, there's a ton. And again, you're always going to sit and going, well, what if? And that's the thing about leagues. You're never going to be able to do it perfectly. So get that out of your brain right away. It's never going to happen. But as long as you're having fun with your choices, you go, this is still good, and I'm having a good time. Never a bad way to do it, unless you're going abundance. But there's there's definitely a better and worse way to do it. Sure. It's just a matter of what you want to sacrifice in the game versus what you don't want to have to do at all.
So what you're saying is that at the end of all of this whole conversation, abundance is the number one choice. Got
For
it.
sure.
And
Absolutely.
for reloaded, I should choose abundance reloaded.
Yes, you should definitely go abundance reloaded. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, what I was thinking, so I'm glad we all had that same thought. Oh, okay. Corrend. Make this Corrend. And then Mauritania, and then...
God almighty. Can I get this, please?
Kandarin looks nice just because I'm familiar with Kandarin.
Yeah. And that's great. That might be all the reason you need. Again, I'm not telling you that it's wrong or right. Do whatever it is that you are going to enjoy.
Again, I'm trying to make sure that, again, for the rating and the bossing, that I get to do that with you. So that's all it is. If that is just going to be solved by me choosing Brendan the first one, then we're good.
Right. That'll give you one raid. Like I said, me and Jekko, we're both going Mauritania as well, which gives us a second raid. And I think for the third, I'm going as Garnia. It was between that and Fremennik, and because the Fremennik Echo Boss drop is really good. It's the best Tribird helm, and it looks really awesome. But in all honesty, I'm going to get more utility out of Asgarnia across the board. Even though its Echo Boss drop is another melee that I won't need.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm sitting right now. The combats, I still don't know enough. Part of me, oh god, I'm bad. I'm just bad. Part of me wants to get the melee build that focuses on two-hand weapons, because not only do we have two-hand weapons with the Varlamore stuff, because all those like double hit weapons are all considered two-handed weapons, but also going Mauritania, we'll get access to the Noxious Halberd, which is the best halberd in the game by a long shot. And the melee boosts for two-handed weapons are cracked. They're so good. It's like, hey, if you are having a two-handed weapon, your range is doubled. Meaning you can already safe spot, but now, instead of your range being 2, it's now 4. And then the highest version of that is that if your range was 4, it's now 7. And you get boosts for every step away from the enemy you are when you hit it. And I'm like,
Which one?
For the melee. There's a melee build on the very far right of that melee part that has to do with two hands, and there's an increase that it gives you based on how far it is you are away. So basically, it means you can range everything with melee. Now, it does mean that you also have to use a halberd, which means you're at a 5 tick. So it's a slower hit, but you can basically safe spot every single thing in the game, including most bosses, depending on the nature of them. But you can... It's ridiculous. And so I'm like, I'm excited just to see what the melee is going to look like for that.
Yeah.
The range one basically gives you the range echoes, which is something they've had in the past. It's like with each... It used to actually be echoes for melee. But now it's like for every successful hit, there's a chance of you launching a second hit at the same time that hits a little bit less. But those echoes, I believe, can stack on each other. And there's just lots of cool shit. And it's just kind of like, I'm glad they're giving us the ability to redo it like 3 times. So that you can see what it's like with a full mage layout. See what it's like with a full melee and range. And then you can have one at the end that's like, here's my best of everything. Here's what I liked when I did this. And here's what I'm going to keep.
All right.
So yeah.
Okay.
Don't-
I think I'm information.
Don't
Back
take this too seriously as your first one. Have fun. We'll definitely find plenty of things to line up with, to where we're still doing content together. So we're not worried about that. And then if your main thing is skilling, go have fun and go skill. That's the whole reason we're doing it, is for you to have fun. So you're absolutely right there.
All right. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break from the VC.
Sure.
I'm gonna jump back into the game because I got real distracted and wasn't doing my farm. Didn't finish my farming, so I gotta go finish my farm.
That's your
Cut
favorite.
my trees, replant my trees. Oh my god, I love it so much. It's like,
It's your favorite thing in the game is farming.
yeah.
I think we're
the
gonna have
good
fun.
news is-
And the only other thing to keep in mind is that there's some starting tasks that we're gonna kind of all run together and kind of do it, you know, scavenger hunt style, and I'm very excited for that.
Alright. Well, alright, sounds good. Like I said, I'll catch you guys in a little bit. I might jump back in the voice chat for later, but I'm gonna take a break for now because I
Alright.
gotta advance in my house. I gotta make sure that I'm dealing with that problem.
Gotcha. Sounds good. Talk to you in a bit, bro.
Later, guys. Bye.
Oh, Jekka went muted. I lost Jekka. Where is he? It's not bad. 150 going into here is not terrible. go. Nice. That was a nice turn there. I pressed that wrong. Come on, give me the. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Nice. Why? Why? Why are these Krakens still fighting me over here? I'm gonna wait for the trim. Should be a trim coming up shortly. There we go. And I should be good for the rest of this. There we go. Oh, we might have Draco pop back in. I think he's probably doing something family related right now, which is okay. There we go. That's a nice straight line there. Nope. I fucked it up again. Forgot which way I was turning after that. Damn. Feels bad. It's actually doing all right. I almost hit the time for that. Whew, there we go. Not bad. Not bad. Not terrible. Oh, God. Really? Really? That's where I messed up? Nah, you know what? I'm just, yeah, I'll reset. That wasn't great. That wasn't great. It's early enough. I'm like, I'd rather... Oh, I didn't get that one either. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Alrighty. Come on. No. Dang. Okay, there we go. Back up to the proper number that we should be having right now. Despite missing one or two earlier. No, no, no! How? How and why am I so bad? Oh my god. Oh my lord. Oofda. that gonna get it? Should, yeah. Nice. There we go. Okay. Okay. Close. Okay. Oh my god, really? Oh man. That was the run killer. That was the run killer that I struggle with when I was going for the time on this one. And then that's gonna, oh my god, that didn't really? Very, very surprised that didn't lock me. Oh, come on. Dang. Feels bad. Alrighty. Here we go. Oh, man. Ooh, we're in Catacombs now. Let's go. Come on, Catacombs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Now that was silly. I should have turned way more before I clicked that. Here we go. Sasha, come here. Place. Place. Sasha. You're not listening. Thank you. Good girl. Oh my god. Can't believe I missed that again. Nice. I was one tick late though. Or one tick early from being able to get the other one. Damn it. That sucks. Casually skilling up. Hello everyone and welcome. Welcome on in. We've been talking about leagues for a bit. I've got both my buddies that are going to be running it with me, including my brother, that were popped by a little bit earlier. And we're just hanging out. We're casually getting our 95 sailing today, finally. It's the last major unlock of anything in sailing. It unlocks the Rosewood Hull, I believe. Or it's the last crewmate. I can't remember. It's one of the two. But I'm just being super silly and just hanging out here. So if you have any questions about leagues, if that's anything that you're kind of new to and you have any questions or want to kind of see where a noob like me was thinking about going with it, feel free to ask. And we're just listening to music on random, so we get some bangers to pop through the chat. Turn. There we go. That wasn't terrible. 619 is not bad. One, two, three, four. Hello? You know what? I'm gonna try to figure out some better strats here. Hold on. That's what it was. That's what I did before. It's 3. It's 3 ticks after that. That's what it was. There we go. Here we go. Move one over. As soon as we pass this, We spam coming back down. 3, 4, 5, 6. Back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, I pressed that too early. That was silly. Whoops. Nope. I knew that was coming. Damn it, 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 damn it. Yeah, there we go. All right. That was a relatively good section there, but now I'm out, which is not where I want to be. I'm gonna wait for the trim. Should be coming up soon. There we go. Nice. Well, that was good. Is that gonna pick it up? It should pick it up. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, I almost hit the time. I was close. I was close. There's no way that didn't pick it up. There's no way. There's no way that didn't pick it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and go. Yup. There we go. Well, that's a good run. Oh, I turned too wide. Turned too wide there. Goals by 150, which we did hit. No. Oh, I was one tick late on that as well. Okay. No, 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 no. Jesus. Okay. I think I'll be better at this game by this point, but we're not quite there yet. Oh my god, really? There we go. That's a nice straight line. I'm gonna wait for the trim. Alrighty. Alright, where am I sitting right now? 74? Okay, so we got 4 more runs. Oh god, missed the turn. Whoops. Oh no. Oh man. Okay. Hop on 2. Oh, I didn't get it, really? Didn't want to give that to me? Okay. Ooh. Oh man. All right. Come on. There we go. Keep that speed. Keep that speed. Alrighty. Doing okay. Doing okay. Doing okay. What? That's I've sailed through things. That's never stopped me before. That damn. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Feels batted. Uh, 51. There we go. Okay. That's really good. A 48 going in. 48 is pretty good. Oh my god. This is terrible. You gotta be kidding me. I went right over it. That's ridiculous. Man, I just think the hitbox of this is just not consistent across the board with like what hits you and what doesn't. It's just silly. Roof. Roof dog. There we go. Dude, an opera singer has entered the chat? Oh, is this theater? Yeah, this sounds like theater if I've ever heard it. The Fat Lady Sings. Beautiful. Hey, Oro just hopped online, so maybe we can chat a little bit. Nice. Okay, again, I think I want to wait for the trim on this one. Wow, she warmed up. Here we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice! That was a winning time right there. Alright, let's do one more. There's no way. There's no way. Let's try that again. There we go. This is super, super, like, boss battle heavy music for doing something skilling related. Three, 4, 5, 6, back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, they really went all in on music that definitely would never play this long normally. You'd be done with the battle by now. There's no way you'd still be fighting her. There we go. That was good. Yeah, I need to use both of these in here. Need to remember that. Use both of them in here. Well, dang. And now we're waiting for the trim. We wait for the trim here. go. Nice. No. Why does that one catch there? What music is this? Hello, welcome on in, Ras. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the agency. Thanks for popping by. How are you? How is your Saturday going so far? Here we go. Is that it? That is. We hit it. We hit it, everyone. Last two unlocks. We hit 95 sailing. It's the last two we were hoping for. I think that's the last thing anything gets you. I mean, the skill cape. Yeah, obviously, 99 for the skill cape. Oh, 96 and 97 for the Dragon Helm and Keel. Oh, so I can't even do those yet. Okay, so hold on. Where's my Rosewood Hull? What do I need for my Rosewood Hull? I need lots of dragon nails. That's what I need, which sucks. Alrighty. We'll go stop this. We'll go stop sailing for a little bit. I think I'm gonna go back to another Slayer task. Or I might honestly, I might call it a day. Who knows? I might call it a day right now. Which call it a day has a new meaning since I've been playing Blueprints so much. Yeah, I know I've only been streaming about 2.5 hours, something like that, but hello? That's not what I meant to do. I'm gonna turn around. Go back in. Go back in through here. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Alrighty, so crewmates. I can now go get my 5th crewmate, and we are going to do exactly that. Mist Rock. How do I get to Mist Rock? A Quetzal and just walk. Okay, let me go do that really quickly. I'm thinking about it. I know technically I'm not going to be able to get my music cape until I get back to a Christmas event. But, here we go. Let's get this music unlocked. Mist Rock. Okay, good. Anything down here in Mist Rock? Anything that's worthwhile? We got a bank here next to an anvil, a cooking range, a pub. What does the pub have to offer? A steam forge brew. Okay. Magic and mining. Okay. Trying to think, is there anything worth coming down here for as league tasks are popping up? I don't think so. Silver, coal, gold. Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you for the sailing experience. You're so kind. So kind. Where else do we need to... Sasha, come here. Sasha, come. Sasha, come. Come here, baby. Place. Place right there. Good girl. Love you, babe. Very good girl. Thank you for being so good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty. In all honesty, I know we were chatting about leagues and everything like that, hanging out and doing some sailing. I hit my goal. I don't know if there's anything else I want to do right now. That's fighting a Raxor. I can't do that. Revenant Caves. Clan Wars. God War. So I might just pass this off, and we might call it here for now. I know it's kind of a short stream, but I've got some other things that I can go do in real life that I probably need to. So we might just call it here, if I'm being honest. So to anyone that popped by, first of all, thank you for the new follow again, Rassivain. And thanks to Floop for hanging out. Thanks, Floop, as always. Appreciate you being here. We'll be back here again tomorrow. I want to see if I can, if we can get another group thing going on tomorrow. Maybe something as simple as forestry, and then just kind of chat and hang out for a little bit. Maybe we do some bossing. Maybe we do some next. Maybe I can finally see what next looks like before league starts. That would be nice. But yeah, I might call it for here. Whew. Just because I am pretty tired in lieu of it, but also as a heads up that we are actually going to be, we're not going to be streaming on Monday. Instead, we'll be streaming on Tuesday. So not Monday, we will be streaming on Tuesday. And then leagues, I think we're going to be planning on streaming our leagues by 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock Central. Central Eastern. I am Eastern time, about 9 o'clock Eastern time in the morning. We're gonna get a nice early start. Technically speaking, I think it launches at 7 o'clock in the morning my time, but that's with me working the night before. That's just not feasible, or else I would have 4 hours of sleep and I'm gonna wreck myself for what I need to do later that day. So I can't do that. But that is the plan as it stands now. We'll be doing some group content tomorrow, hanging, chatting again, off Monday. Tuesday we'll be back, I think, doing some more curse mode. I think we're going to go back to blueprints and run some curse mode. And then we're prepping for leagues going into Wednesday. And then from that point on, it is leagues every stream until I'm done. So thank you all to anyone that popped by. I appreciate it. Thanks to my bro, and thanks to Jekko for popping in the VC and chatting for a little bit, but we're gonna call it for there. A nice easy stream today. So thank you so much, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon, your Saturday evening. Floop, thanks so much as always for being awesome, and we will catch you tomorrow. So my name's Agent Talon. As always, don't be an asshole, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.